Thank you for joining us once again for today's...
All clear the garage, please. Car ready to leave. That's the fastest lap so far. Well done. Confirmed. We'll receive you at the end of this lap. Let's go. Best lap so far is a 1 minute 8.8. All complete. Mechanics, please stand clear. We're ready to go. Fantastic. That was the fastest lap.
As we wind down from the excitement of qualifying, here's a look at your top three. Bottas, Ricciardo.
Text me. I love you. Apologies for that, I was on the phone to my girlfriend, which was slightly cringe, but okay. Alright, so obviously we've got P4 in the race here. As you saw there was a bit of a battle for P1 in qualifying there. Thought he had it, and then last minute when we got to the 20-second mark left of qualifying, I backed out because someone went faster. We'll see who the culprit is. But as we come on to the Austrian Grand Prix today, as you can see by the title, but I'm going to hand you over to Crofty and see what the race is about.
Good afternoon and welcome to Spielberg and to a circuit that in one form held every Austrian Grand Prix in the championship, except the very first back in 1964. It was at this race that John Watson lost a bet and his beard when he took Team Penske's only F1 victory in 1976. If anything, the stakes are even higher today, with 25 points available for victory and a crucial advantage in the championship fight. It's one of the shortest laps on the calendar today then, with 7 rights and just 3 lefts, making up the 10 corners of this high-speed circuit. Turn 2 is barely a corner at all. They'll be flat out through there, a left-hand kink into the uphill braking zone of turn 3. Turns 1, 3 and 4 are all potential opportunities to overtake. Joining me for today's race once again is Anthony Davidson. Let's talk about Gallagher. They're still relatively new to a sport which does have a high learning curve and, of course, little tolerance for mistakes.
And this is something that has ended the career of many a young driver, as that leap up to Formula One proves to be. But luckily in this case, I'd say they're doing a good, solid job, and the risk the team took in signing them is definitely starting to pay off.
We're almost ready to go then, and this is what the starting grid looks like for today's race. Good job yesterday from Valtteri Bottas. The Finn starts from pole position, with Daniel Ricciardo slotting in alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Raikkonen, Gallagher, Lewis Hamilton and Verstappen, Vettel, Sainz, Magnussen and Sergio Perez, Ericsson, Hülkenberg, Pierre Gasly and Van Dorn, Alonso, Grosjean, Lance Stroll and Brendan Hartley. Leclerc, they've taken a grid penalty, and Esteban Ocon rounds off the grid. And with preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track.
You should have some space going into the first corner, so try to keep it tidy.
Okay, so as you saw there, we've outdone our teammate really majorly here at Austria. As you can see here from the grid here, if you missed any of it, here's the grid again if you couldn't catch any. Obviously Leclerc with a problem, and yeah, so I think we're going to get straight into this race. Going to try a different strategy again by the title, but here we go. Formation lap, which we are going to skip. Don't worry, I don't tend to do the formation laps. There you go, skip formation lap. So here we go. Five red lights here in Austria to start the Grand Prix. And it is lights out and away we go, starting from P4. We almost got a really good start on Raikkonen there, but now we've got most of the grid passing us. Verstappen, Hamilton down the outside there coming in. We've gained the position back from Verstappen, now chasing Hamilton into the corner. P5, really good start to our Grand Prix here. Normally we'd be down at about 14th, as you saw the last race in France. We started in 14th, almost broke our front wing on Hamilton there, coming around the corner, still catching him there. We have got Carlos Sainz, the Renault, behind us. Surprise. Obviously, the Red Bulls don't look like Verstappen's had a very good weekend at Red Bull's home track, but certainly Daniel Ricciardo has up in P2 here. And that was Jeff just congratulating us on being so far up and telling us to focus on the rest of the race as we go around the outside of Hamilton back for our P4 where we were in where we qualified for this race, but I don't think it's going to last for long. Hamilton is probably going to overtake us here as we come on to Kimi Räikkönen. The Kimster now, as we come into the corner, we do have a slipstream on him. Are we going to be able to pass him? Maybe. We are quite far into his grill here as we come up into the corner, and just so you know, I know there's no grills on an F1 car, but my little saying is I'm quite far up his grill, which basically means I'm up his arse, you know, all that stuff. So if you hear me say I'm quite far up his grill, that basically means I'm quite far up his arse. But now P3, we did get a P3 finish in China. Could we do the same here at Austria? And also, if you didn't catch any of my other episodes, this is episode 9, of course, but if you didn't catch my 8 other episodes, they are live streams, but they are all still up on YouTube if you want to watch it from Australia to Austria, or to France, because you're probably watching this now. Oh no, we've had an accident.
That was a big one. Confirm your...
Luckily, though, we have flashbacks, so we're going to flashback, but if you do want to watch the rest of my season, how it's went so far from Australia, Bahrain to France, then it's all still there for you to watch if you're interested in Formula 1. Also, if you're interested in Formula 1, I know I'm doing these episodes consecutively. I've just got nothing else to post, but I am posting a video again about F1, but it's going to be different to the career mode. But if you are interested in F1, I'm becoming an F1 YouTuber. I think I'm going to stick to F1 at the moment. Yeah, Jeff telling me there's a problem there. I do need a lot of engine parts for the next race, but I'll do that for the next weekend. DRS now available for the race now. We're going to take a slightly different strategy as we are in P3, and we're staying in P3, it looks like. So we're going to take a different strategy to this race than I was going to. I know I said strategy changing fun, so I guess this is another strategy change. I was going to change my strategy so I pit with the rest of the group. Now I'm going to change my strategy because I'm on a one-stop strategy to push the car to I don't know what I'm saying. Right, let's start that again. I'm going to wait till everyone else has pitted and then pit to push the tyres to the absolute limit. Unless we really need to here, coming round into these corners. But, yeah, we're coming round into the corners now and onto this turn here. I don't know what the turns are. There's only 10 turns, so come around. I can't believe that little kink in the track is a turn. I didn't know that was actually turn 2, so... Yeah, on to lap 4 now as we come out. Probably need some pit stop information. So obviously then it looks like our pit window's in 3 laps time. If someone would like to comment down below, give us a bit of an idea of when they think I should pit. Should I pit on my actual pit window? Or should I pit when these front two pit and go for the overcut strategy? So should I go for an undercut or an overcut, seeing as we are in P3 in a Williams, and it'll be our second pole position of our career here. So yeah, let's see what you guys think I should do. Oh my god, Sebastian Vettel is now out of the race, and are we going to see a safety car here? I'm not too sure as we purple through that sector only. Yeah, so we're fast approaching the next two. Are we going to see a lead in this race? We might actually just be able to see a lead of this race, maybe. This would be an amazing race for us if we can see a lead, but we'll soon find out if we can. DRS open. Bottas doesn't have it, seeing as he is in first. I set the fastest lap of the 110. As we come into the corner now, are we going to go 3 wide? No, we're not. We're going to back out. Ricciardo and Bottas fighting for P1. I've got DRS, and Ricciardo has a sneaky DRS on Bottas because he was in P2 when he crossed the DRS line. And now we've got DRS on Ricciardo going round, and we've taken the lead. We have taken the lead of the Austrian Grand Prix for the first time in our career in F1 and at Williams. We have taken the lead of a Grand Prix. That is amazing. as we come round, proud of ourselves that we are in P1 here. What an amazing race, and is this going to be our strongest weekend of the season? It must be, with a P4 start, and now we're racing around in P1 with engine problems. Is this going to be the start of the revolution for Williams as well? Getting up P1, 25 points would be really good for us. It'd get us back ahead of Renault in the Constructors and put me back ahead of whoever it is in sixth place in the Drivers' Champion. So not letting off the gas here, but Ricciardo is fast approaching. He's going to overtake us. We're going to give him a lot of space into the corner and cut round, just keeping the P1 position though. Somehow we have DRS now, which is a bit of a... I don't know what that is, but we have DRS now, apparently. Bottas got back ahead of Ricciardo here, the Mercedes car, so... yeah, they're going to have DRS on us again here. We're going to fight for our P1 position, though. I'm not letting this up. I'm too proud of our little Williams car. Even though we're only on lap 6 here, I am too proud of this Williams car to let back and, you know, carry on. So let's check our tyre wear, 22%. But if we lose too much, I'm not too bothered. I think I'd be able to keep hold of the car. But I am ready to see the first pitters pit in. I think I'm going to stay out until Bottas and Ricciardo go into the pit. But we'll see what happens and when everyone else pits. And let's get some more information on a pit.
Only one stop to go, one stop left in this strategy.
And he didn't tell us.
In this lap, push now.
Alright, so they're telling us we're coming in this lap. I am going to completely ignore that. Oh no! We've made a mistake and Bottas has completely capitalised on that with his DRS, but we're going to go down into the inside, into the hairpin now. We're still fighting for that P1, pushing Bottas out of the corner there. Bit of a dangerous move, but if I wouldn't have been concentrating so much on the fact we were pitting this lap, or been told to pit this lap, maybe that wouldn't have happened. Oh my god. What a frantic bit of racing, and I need to check something here. Okay, we're all good. We're all good for time. But what a frantic bit of racing. Oh my god. Lap 7, 18 laps in this race, so... whew, I got, my heart skipped a beat. Right, so I'm going to ignore the pitting this lap and carry on going round until Bottas and Ricciardo pits, and they have. We're going to get considerable distance on the rest of the pack here as they both pitted. Whew, this is it's very tense currently. I think I'm now going to wait for Verstappen and Ricciardo. Is Raikkonen doing a backwards strategy, or is he pitted already? Damn. I don't know. Not too many effects of tyre wear, actually. I'm going to ask Jeff.
Didn't catch that. Say again.
No, I was...
There's 12 laps of fuel remaining.
yeah, that's great, but that's really not what I wanted. Could we go for a no-stop? Oh, no! So we're in P1 still. Oh my god, I'm losing concentration because I'm that nervous and that excited that we're even in P1 with this a Williams. I'm speechless. A Williams, every weekend in the real F1 world, they're always in at least last place. I mean, Jesus Christ, it's really amazing what we're doing here, and I'm going to wait for Raikkonen to jump in the pit now. I'm going to actually ask Jeff what's going on with him. Oh, I've asked for driver in front, I want driver behind.
The gap behind us is 3.4 seconds. They're on old super softs. Their tyres are 8 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. The time last lap was a
Okay, so that confirms the pit strategy that I am going to do. I'm going to wait for Raikkonen to pit and then pit in myself, or even go on to the rest of the race, which I don't think would be a good idea, but I'm going to wait for Raikkonen to pit. After Raikkonen has been in the pits, I'm going to pit myself and see if we can make something out of the race. As we come round now, are we going to see Raikkonen go into the pit, and are we going to continue on in this race and maybe do even 2 laps more? I'm not sure. Is Raikkonen going into the pit? That is the £1,000,000 question. Yes, he is. Is he pitting? No, he's not. Is he? Yes, he is. He's gone into the pit. Okay, so that brings our strategy to an open here. We are way in front of the pack here. What's our pit window? 4th. 8 laps to go. Are these tyres going to survive 8 laps? They can survive 20, but can they survive 8? That is the question. Pile up in the corner there. Bottas overtaking Grosjean. Grosjean overtaking Bottas, which should never happen in the real world. Let's just say that as we come round into the corner. I've been concentrating too much on what's going behind me and realised that they're all catching up. So, yeah. What's going to happen here? What is going to happen here? Well, what's the pit advising us? The pit is advising us that we are going to come out of the pit in first. So let's try that strategy. Is the pit thing going to lie to us? We never know. Are we going to win the Austrian Grand Prix? We will never know. Coming into the pit now. Down to that point as we come into the pit. Oh, God, please. Oh, God, please. Come and see out in first. It is looking good. It's looking great as we come round the corner. Ricciardo is just seeing us. Oh my God, there is no way right now. Are we going to win the Austrian Grand Prix? I was tempted to say Australian then, but are we going to win the Austrian Grand Prix today? It would be... it would be amazing, wouldn't it? It would be amazing. It would be history for Williams. It would be history for us today. Coming round, we've just got to defend against Ricciardo, against Bottas, and against Kimi Raikkonen to keep them all back and out of my first position as they are fast approaching my Williams car. We do have engine problems. Could we see them catch up to us? Maybe we could, maybe we couldn't. 7 laps to go in this race. All we've got to do now is concentrate on this race, and that is exactly what I'm going to do. Pit strategy changing fun. Well, that pit strategy fun may have worked out for us well.
Okay, the gap behind is 3.3 seconds.
Okay, still cars coming into the pit. I'm hoping Ricciardo, Bottas can hold up Ricciardo, and Ricciardo can now hold up Bottas, and maybe it'll just be a circle of holding up as Kimi Raikkonen's now somehow got into second place. Bottas has gone behind Ricciardo, and now Ricciardo's probably going to overtake Kimi into the next corner, but that's how it's going to go as our teammate is in last place and we're fast approaching him at the front. So it's kind of a Williams in first and a Williams in 20th, so that is going to show how much better I am than Lance Stroll, or maybe we'll maybe see in the next race if it was just a complete and utter fluke. And I assume the next race is Hungary, I think. I'm not too sure. It might be Britain. No, it might be Germany, then Britain, I think, because we haven't had Germany or Britain yet. So it'll be Germany, and then Britain, and then I assume the rest of the grid. So, yeah, we've got some good races coming up, especially I'm going to be buzzing after the fact that I am in P1 right now. Ooh. And it's going well. It is looking good. I don't know how nervous you guys are. Please let me know if you guys are nervous as I am, but I don't think you are. As the watcher, as the viewer, I don't think you're as nervous as the driver, and you can see my driving is just slipping so much because of this, but I have a lot to concentrate for, a lot to think about right now, and I've got to do it all well. A mistake right now could see Bottas and Kimi Räikkönen and now the two Red Bulls who are fighting. We could see them catch up to us and take the lead of this race. The gap is 4 seconds though, so there's no chance of DRS and no chance of catching me in any corners to overtake. But I've just got to keep that gap how it is and pull this little Williams car onto the end. It would be an absolutely amazing victory for Williams here, and an amazing victory for me, as all we've ever done is come P8. We've only had one other podium finish here, and it's looking good right now as we're down the straight. Some cars, even the Mercedes like Lewis Hamilton, that only just coming round turn 1, turn 3 now, coming round into that, came out nicely. Bit of a small slip there, but I don't think it's gonna change anything. We're catching us. Kimi Räikkönen seems to be leading the race, but Bottas and Daniel Ricciardo seem to be having a good scrap as I go round into turn 4, now into turn 5, which is a tight corner here, and around now, coming up to flat out again as we come round turn 5, turn 6 now, and on to turn 7. This is the part of the track I love because I love the lines that I take through it. I think the lines that I take through that corner are pretty good through turn 7, turn 8, turn 9, and then turn 10, and onto the home straight for lap 15 now. All we've got to do is concentrate. 5 laps of fuel remaining, so I think we're going to stay in a standard revs and see how that goes. I seem to be getting caught in the corner, 5 seconds ahead, so we've improved the gap by a second here. But yeah, Daniel Ricciardo, Bottas seem to be having a great scrap in that little group back there. It's a group of 3, which looks like Hamilton's quite catching up to, so we might see Hamilton in that scrap in a couple of seconds maybe. Yeah, he's catching up very nicely to that pack back there, so I think we might see a scrap between Bottas and Hamilton, the two Mercedes drivers. But for now, we're going to stay in P1, which is absolutely amazing for this race. I can't believe this strategy works. Right, so the P4 worked great in qualifying. We seem to have got ourselves up. We had a good little scrap, which I'm going to view back when I go to college on Monday. I'm going to view that back. But a nice little scrap between me and Ricciardo for P3. Then we had another one for P2, which was actually quite nice. I enjoyed that. And then we've just had no battle, which seems pretty boring, since as we've had a couple of laps of just boring old me in first, as Ricciardo is trying to now take over Räikkönen, and he has. They're having a little battle into the hairpin, and I think they're going to have another little battle again, because I can't see Räikkönen's dot, and now it's just Räikkönen, Ricciardo, Räikkönen, Ricciardo, Räikkönen, Ricciardo. That seems like what it's going to be at the moment, but we're comfortably in P1. I'd like to keep it that way. Yep, I know faster engine modes are available, but right now I'm seeing the gap close on the bottom corner, I think. But it says it's 7 seconds. I don't trust it. I don't trust F1. But yeah, if you have 2018, you're interested in joining a league of races, I'm going to start my own little league. I don't know what I'm going to call it yet. I'm going to ask you guys to do it. But I'm interested in starting a new league. So if you guys want to be in a little league where we'll race, you guys can pick the day that best suits you. And we can have a season of our own, an online season. I will obviously race in that as well, but I'll be the owner of it and I'll do all the rules and stuff like that. So if you'd have any problems, you come to me. But yeah, if you're interested, if you got F1 in 2018, you got a PS4, and you are interested in joining a league, then hit me up on Twitter. It is OGGaming19 or 16, one of the two. Alternatively, you can hit me up on Instagram with OGGamingYT, and I'm gonna, I don't know if I'm gonna make another Snapchat soon, but I don't know. But you can hit me up on OGGaming _YT. Or OG Gaming YT. It's the same logo as the one I use for YouTube, obviously, and then my Twitter is OG Gaming 19 or 16, because I've had a few, so it's either 19 or 16, but it's the same logo as this. You can hit me up after today's race, and you guys can get yourself in a little league of your own. But now on to the final lap of today's race. It's looking good for P1 here today. An absolute amazing race for Williams. 7.5 seconds, and that confirms it now as we come on to the last lap. And it's been great. It's been a great start to the season, and it has it took 3 episodes to get on the podium for our P3 in China. Not so good of a race in Azerbaijan. Since then we've come P8, P6, P7. We've been in the points pretty much the whole season, but it hasn't been any podiums. It hasn't been anything like P5 or P4. Obviously, we did get that P3 finish at China, but this has been a pretty tough season, especially qualifying-wise, as we don't have a fast enough car to qualify. But now in Austria, we qualify P4, coming round onto the final turn, and it is Owen Gallagher that wins the Austrian Grand Prix in a Williams today, and I am astounded. I'm absolutely astounded. I honestly don't know what to say. I honestly don't have a clue what to say.
So, another fantastic victory for Williams today. Anthony Davidson, give me your thoughts. How did they accomplish this result?
The difference was clearly in the strategy. You could tell they'd done a lot of work on the pit wall to really optimise each stint and get the most out of the tyres. And it highlights just how much of a team sport this really is. But credit to the driver as well, though. There's no good having a well-oiled machine behind the scenes without a talented hound on the wheel, of course.
And I can see our drivers making their way out now. It's been a sublime team. And it's the culmination of a lot of hard work. Williams are your winners today.
Okay.
So then, it's time to see how this result affects the Drivers' Championship. Lewis Hamilton takes over the lead of the Drivers' Championship after an excellent result. Now then, Anthony Davidson, who was your driver of the day?
It's got to be Romain Grosjean. He was in another league for me today. Really impressive.
And here's how things are shaping up in the Constructors' Championship. Mercedes have extended their lead at the top of the standings. Another team that excelled today was Williams, who make further progress up the table. After all that excitement, it's time for a lie down, I think. Thanks for joining us, and goodbye until the next race.
Okay, so obviously we saw there me and P1, which I'm very excited for, and then Kimi Räikkönen was able to finish the battle with Daniel Ricciardo to come in P2, Daniel Ricciardo in P3, Valtteri Bottas in P4, Max Verstappen in P5. Not too good of a weekend for Red Bull, even though they did get Daniel Ricciardo on the podium. Lewis Hamilton, 6th, not a good weekend for the championship leader. Nico Hülkenberg, Carlos Sainz, the two Renaults, 7 and 8. Romain Grosjean in P9, Sergio Perez P10. Roman's teammate Kevin Magnussen in P11, Marcus Ericsson in P12, Gasly in P13, Esteban Ocon in P14, Charles Leclerc in P15, Stoffel Van Dorn in P16, Fernando Alonso in P17, Brendan Hartley in P18. My teammate Lance Stroll was in last on track, but he was lucky that Sebastian Vettel had a DNF today. So I know a few people have just joined. I have finished the stream now, but you can scroll back. I don't know when the timestamp for the race is, but if you want to watch the whole video, then you can. Not sure if I'm going to make another one today, but that was the Austrian Grand Prix. A great win for us today, and yeah, let's have a look at the championship standings as it stands. I don't move up at all. Unfortunately, I don't move up, but the Renaults have gone down, and in the constructors, we've gone up to P5. We've overtaken Renault there. So yeah, that was a good race. Definitely a good race for me. A good race for Williams. And P7 in the championship, I can take that. So yeah, race directory, let's have a look at that. Incidents, we weren't on the incident thing today, so a clean race, and I assume we're going to get interviewed by Claire, so I think we'll just stay to get interviewed by her.
The fans really seem to enjoy that. You made it look easy. You took the top points today. Was it a comfortable win? You gained a lot of positions during the race, didn't you? You must be thrilled to be up on the podium. You're breaking all expectations. What's your secret? Great. Well, that's everything.
So thank you for watching today's race. There is another one. There is France, which is the last one, which I also did today, if you want to go ahead and watch that. But thank you so much for watching and for your support. If you haven't already, like, subscribe, leave a comment. You know, if you think I should do anything better, if you think I should change anything. But thank you guys for watching our first podium. As you can see, I'll show you now just to prove how bad our race, our results have been recently, you know. We started P7, and then we got 6th place, 3rd, 7th, then we got 8th, Spain, 10th at Monaco, 8th at France, and now our first our first race win here. So yeah, Great Britain is next, followed by Germany, Hungary, Belgium, Italy, Singapore, Russia, Japan, USA, Mexico, and United Arab Emirates. We're going to be in for the final race. So yeah, that does it for this episode of the season. This was strategy changing fun. And if you liked it, punch the like button. If you haven't already, subscribe. And I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.